Howdy everyone, I am here tonight and I am going to make a banana split pie. Now I'm sure there's plenty of recipes out there for a banana split pie, but I decided to create my own. I was wanting some banana pudding, you know, the one with the vanilla wafers and such, but then I saw a graham cracker crust when I was there grabbing the pudding, and I changed my idea. So I decided that I was going to do my own version of a banana split pie. So you're going to watch this along with me. And of course, if you're watching, that means it came out okay. And well, otherwise you wouldn't be seeing this. Okay, so what I'm going to need is some pudding. And you can get instant or you can get the cook and serve kind. This time I decided to get instant because I want this. I'm doing this at night and I really want this to be done a little bit faster so that I can show you and finish this video for you. So I got some vanilla and I got some chocolate because the banana split has vanilla ice cream and it's got some chocolate syrup. You could just do both vanilla and then maybe add some chocolate syrup on top of your little pie at the end to add that chocolate. But this is what I decided to go with just because I wanted to. Okay, these boxes are 5.1 ounce. You can get smaller boxes if you want to make a lower quantity of this recipe, or again just get one of these big ones and just use one, but I'm going to use both of them. I may not fit all of it into my pie crust, but we'll see. That's why I got the two big ones, because I wanted to make sure I had enough. Okay, so for my banana, for my pudding, I'm going to need some milk, and these boxes say 3 cups of milk for each one, so I got myself a little half gallon here of whole milk. To make sure that I had enough for both boxes. And of course I'm going to need some bananas because it is a banana split. You could do strawberries also. I opted for the cherries just because I'm kind of in a cherry mood lately. I did get some crushed pineapple and I got the small 8-ounce can of crushed pineapple. I'm going to drain as much of the liquid out of it, and I might just use a little bit. I don't know if I'm going to use the whole thing. Of course, I'm going to need some whipped cream because you need some whipped cream on your banana split. And I've got some nuts, and you can use peanuts because that would be the traditional thing to use in a banana split, would be to use some peanuts. But I decided to go with some walnut, and these are halves and pieces. I could crush these up a little bit more, but I think it'd be nice to have little bits of chunky bits in there. So I may crush them up, and I'm probably only going to use about half of this bag. This is a 6-ounce bag, as you can see on the label here. And I might just use half of it. And I think I'm going to definitely going to use one banana. I may use 2. I'm going to see what happens. This is a graham pie crust that I got. It's a ready crust. It's obviously a popular name brand. And I normally get my grocery store brand items because I really do like them and I really do trust my H-E-B grocery store. But I went ahead and got this one because it says 2 extra servings than the original. And I compared, and this was bigger. The other one fit in, and there was like about a 3/4 of an inch gap. So this is a bigger pie crust, and I now trust it. I think I may have to use the complete 2 boxes. We'll see as we go along. So I'm going to be doing this. The first thing I'm going to do is obviously I'm going to make my puddings. I've got 2 bowls here, one for my chocolate, one for my vanilla, and I will be back. All right, and I'm back, and I've got my chocolate pudding and my vanilla pudding all made, as you can see there. This one looks a little lumpy, but that's okay. I'm not going to worry about it. It said to whisk it or use the electric blender. I opted to hand whisk it, and it said for 2 to 3 minutes, or actually it said 1 to 2 minutes, and I think that's what I did. All right. So now the next thing is, of course, I've opened up my pie crust. I removed the plastic cover that it had, and the label. How nice! It's got some nice recipes on the back. As a matter of fact, it has this 5-minute double layered chocolate pie. Sounds delicious because all it is milk, chocolate pudding, and some whipped topping, and of course your crust. This is 5 minutes, so maybe next time I'll do that. But for now, let's make it complicated. Let's make it different. Okay, here we go with some bananas. I'm going to slice these up. I'm going to slice up one banana first to make sure that I don't over slice it, because it's okay to make a lot of pudding, but it's not okay to over slice a banana, because I know the pudding will get eaten right away, but not bananas, unless of course you slice too many of them up, and then just go ahead and keep slicing the rest of your bunch there. Put them in little Ziploc bags and put them in the freezer. And then after they've been in there and they've gotten frozen, you can pull them out and crush them up, mash them up while they're still frozen. And then maybe put them in a separate little container, maybe a little rectangular plastic container with a lid. And you put it back in the freezer and you have some pure banana ice cream. And it's really good. I've done it before and it tastes really good. Let me taste my banana to make sure that it's good. Yeah, it's a good banana. Okay. Let me get that little butt end. You ever get that little brown end on your banana? The little brown end? It doesn't look very attractive. Okay. So now that I've sliced it up, I am going to put some of these at the bottom of my pie. So I'm just going to layer some. I should move this over so I can get this on top of here. There we go. I'm just going to layer some at the bottom. Now remember, I'm making this up as I go along, so I don't have anything that I'm actually looking at to direct me. I think I'm going to cut up another banana after this. Okay, so just layer these in the bottom. Because it's a banana split, and obviously the banana is your main ingredient. Oh, I'm going to pause because I've got my cat on my puzzle. I'm doing a puzzle on the table and my kitty cat got on it and I saw him chewing on a piece. It's a good thing that it was a little puzzle from the Dollar Tree store, so it's a cheap puzzle, so I really don't, well, I do care because I like to do puzzles and I don't want to be missing a piece, but I'm not going to get like really upset about it. Anyway, back to my pie. So I've layered the first banana that I sliced at the bottom here, and I'm thinking let's put some pineapple on there. I'm going to take it out with a slotted spoon so that I can drain. Actually, let me get a little bowl and do it over the bowl. That way, if any of the liquid drips out, it won't get all over my counter. And I can actually drain this. Okay. And my hands are super clean. I washed them. I didn't touch the kitty, I promise. I just scared him off. Okay, here we go. And even if I had, I would wash my hands. So here we go, putting some pineapple on there. Almost like an upside down cake, pineapple cake. Put some, I said I wasn't going to use the whole can, but it's not looking like I'm not going to. Okay, so there we go. Some pineapple there. If you don't like pineapple, skip that part. You can use some strawberry jam or don't use anything at all. Oh, you like coconut? Add some coconut in there. Why not? Okay, make it different, right? Okay, so here's some of my banana pudding that I'm going to pour. And I'm going to pour about half of it, not the whole thing. I don't think I'm going to need the whole thing. We'll see. And smooth it out. And I'm going to slice another banana, make another layer of the banana on top of this one here, so that I have a banana, and then I'm going to put I think half of that pudding. Now, if I was not going to use a chocolate pudding, then it would be a whole, box of that 5-ounce box of pudding mix. So then you could do your 2 layers. But I'm going to go ahead and put this away in another container so my family can have some instant gratification. And then I'm going to pour half the chocolate for my second layer, and then of course the rest will be left over. I am going to now cut up another banana. Get rid of that little ugly brown little butt part. Little nub or belly button. I don't know. It looks kind of odd. I have tried eating it before, and I don't. You know those little stringy things that get on your banana, you kind of peel them off as you're eating? That's basically what it is. Just a whole bunch of that. Like, that's what it tastes like, the texture, at least. Like a really little chewy bit with no flavor. It's just weird texture. Okay, I'll move these over this way. I mean, it doesn't taste bad or anything. It just doesn't taste. And it just feels bleh. You don't want it. You don't want it. Unless you're a monkey or something else. Alright, now we're going to layer some of these banana slices. And I don't mean to offend any monkeys. Okay, here we go. I don't know if for a fact, well, I guess it depends on what where geographically the monkeys are from, because I don't think they eat banana. All of them just eat bananas. Because I'm sure there's some places there's some monkeys and maybe there's no banana trees. So they probably eat some other type of fruit. Okay, so now we're going to layer these here. Well, I am layering already, so I'm finishing up. And I'm just adding these last little pieces in between here and there just to fill it up. Okay, doesn't really matter. I'm trying to do this as evenly as I can so everybody gets an even amount, but it's not working. Okay, so now we've got the layer bananas. And I want to add some more pineapple because I can. And again, I'm going to sprinkle it on with my fingers because I don't want to just drop this because it's going to be hard to, you know, move it around with all these bananas and the pudding. I don't want to move things around, so I'm doing it like this with my fingers. So that's what I recommend you do, or if you want to use a little fork and push off a little bit at a time, that's okay. And some more of this. I love the pineapple juice. It's a lot of sugar though when you buy this like this in cans, so maybe you want to get some pineapple that is not in a syrupy but rather just in the water, or cut up a fresh pineapple, crush it up if you want to do that, because this one has a lot of sugar in it, but I like to drink it. Okay, and I think there's just a tiny bit, oh, not a tiny. Squeeze out all the liquid out of it as much as I can. Because I'm going to put this in the freezer also to make this quick. So I want to chill it, but I don't want to have to chill it for like, you know, 4 hours or all day or whatever. But if you did this early in the day, in the morning, then you could obviously have it after dinner or for dinner. I don't know. Okay, get those things out of the way. And now I've got some, oh wait, let me use this bowl because I've got some cherries and they're on stems. You can take them off the stems. And I'm just going to like squish so I can cut them in half, put some cherries on there. I love cherries on my banana split. I do know that in some places they use like a strawberry topping, and you could do that and still add your cherry on top. But I was kind of in a hurry at the grocery store because it was already late. I really wanted to do a video because I'm trying to do one video a week rather than whenever the heck I feel like it. And actually I lined up to do 3 of them this week, so I'm hoping that I can get them all before the weekend. Okay, so I was in a hurry and I didn't get any strawberries or strawberry jam or anything like that, and I do have some here, but I said, well, you know what, I'm just gonna leave that up. Okay, like I had said before, if you don't want to use chocolate pudding, go ahead and use all the vanilla pudding, but if you do want a little bit of chocolate, you can use chocolate syrup, and you can certainly drizzle a little bit in each layer. I wouldn't do too much, just a little bit, because chocolate syrup will have a more intense flavor than a chocolate pudding. Okay, so now I'm going to pour half of my chocolate pudding over this. Let's go for a little bit at first, and then move it around, and then I'll add the rest if I need to. It's getting pretty full here, so I don't think I need to. And that was about 1/3 of my chocolate pudding. So you could probably just do like a little box. If you do a little box of the, you know, the smaller box of the vanilla and a smaller box of the chocolate, you'll be fine into this large extra serving pie crust here. It is, I probably did say the size and I just didn't read it. This is a 10-inch size. It says right there, 10-inch, and they're usually 8-inch. So there you go, a couple inches more. Pie for 2 extra servings, it says, or for us regular folk, 1 extra serving, or just perfect. Or that 1 serving that we still wanted but we didn't have because it's all gone. Okay, so I used about 1/3 of this other chocolate pudding that I mixed up. So now we know we can use the smaller containers or buy 2 crusts and make 2 pies and maybe make The other one has the recipe that's on the back of this little recipe thingy, or look up something, make something different. Okay, so now I'm going to put some whipped cream on top of that, and I've had it out here to get it soft, but it's not quite soft. It's not quite where I like it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a little thin layer. I'm forgetting my walnuts. I'll do those after. Okay. I'm going to do a thin layer of whipped cream, and then what I can do when the pie is out, I can add like a little dollop of this on top. But if you've obviously left it out to soften long enough, then put some on there. And as you can see, I'm obviously not going to be able to put too much and spread it out very well because it's not real soft, and it's going to pick up that chocolate pudding. So I'm just going to add little dollops. And my dinner is in the oven, and it's ready, and it smells delicious. I started off late this time. Okay, let's see. It's going to get a little swirly with the chocolate. Is that okay? I think it's okay. It looks kind of pretty, actually. So just you can either put this in the freezer and let the pudding set and harden, and then, like I was saying, add the whipped cream, a dollop of whipped cream on top after, or really let this whipped cream, I don't want to put it back in the same bowl because I don't want to get that other whipped cream chocolatey. Put it in there. Okay, so then you just put a layer of your whipped cream topping. Take a little bit off, put too much there. Okay, take that off, and now I'm going to open up my walnuts, and I went ahead and I used the can to crush a little bit because I wanted them a little bit smaller pieces, that I can break them in my hands as I go along. I like big pieces of walnuts, and that way if you serve this to somebody and they don't like walnuts, they can pull them out. Now I wouldn't put this in a recipe where somebody is allergic, because even if they just touched it, it's really bad for them. So don't put them in there. But if you're not sure if everybody likes them, then just put them on the top. Oops, I don't like the way that one looks. It looked a little too crusty. It looked like the center part of the shell. That kind of papery bit. That's what it looked like. It didn't look like actual walnut meat. Okay, so I'm putting this on top. And you can make it prettier. I like things to look like Mama made them. Grandma came over and she made you a pie. And she said, there you go, honey. Okay, I'm going to put some more of these little cherries on top. Gotta dig them out with a fork here. Little cherries with the little stems. It looks so pretty. Should I bother, or should I take them off? Let's bother. Okay, let's leave them on there for the heck of it. Okay, then we're going to put this in the freezer, and I'm going to put it in there for a couple of hours. So I'll be back in a couple of hours and check on it. Taste test that walnut. It's good. Okay. You can put more cherries. I just put them on there like that, because I think when I slice it up, I might just add some whipped cream and then put the cherry on top of the whipped cream. I think that'll look pretty. Okay, so this goes in the freezer for 2 hours, and I'll be back. All right, and we're back 2 hours later, and the pie has been in the freezer for that amount of time, and it's hardened some. So I'm going to go ahead and attempt to take a slice out of here, and just so I can go ahead and taste it. And it's pretty soft. My knife going in. I think I'm actually going into the foil. I put this in this other pie container so that it would be a little bit higher for the camera, and I think when I'm cutting through it, I'm actually cutting into the foil. I feel like I am, like I did all the way through. This is still really soft on the inside, so I would want to freeze it actually overnight rather than just a couple of hours, or at least, a couple more. And let's attempt sliding it out into a piece. And I probably don't want to, shouldn't have cut it that wide. Look at that. It still looks pretty. It still looks pretty yummy. Okay. Like I said, it would be nice to top it with some whipped topping as I serve it. Also with a cherry on top. That would be how I would serve it. And of course I would serve it when it's nice and solid. Not like this. But let's taste it. All the little flavors of the pineapples, bananas, some of the cherries that I put in there. All up in that graham crust. Let's turn it over so you don't see the ugly. It's really good. I really like it. I like all the flavors. If you have any ideas on how you would change this, or really any suggestions how to make it better, please post them in the comment below, or if you have a link to your video and you have a banana split pie idea, or maybe you've even been inspired by this one and have now created one, put the link down below so we can see your video, we can share ideas. Please give me a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel and enjoy.